Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Top 10. This week, we're going to be counting down the top 10. Top 10 title droughts between titles. Now, basically, that does not mean, oh, I won World Heavyweight, and then like 3 months later, I won the Intercontinental, or something like that. No, that specifically pertains to a single title. So, say I won Intercontinental in January, and then I won it back in December, something like that. You know what I mean? So, it has to be a long drought of the same title. So let's get on to number 10. Starting off this list, we start with the Cruiserweight Championship with Kendall 1056, who will be at number 10 on this list right now. It is in between his second and his third Cruiserweight Championship reign, where he would lose his second reign, which would be the last time he would hold it in this case scenario, on October 20th. And then, an astounding 88 days later, he would re-win the championship from Eddie Armour on January 20th, meaning it would be almost 3 months that he would be without the Cruiserweight Championship and win it back. So that's Kendall 1056 with the Cruiserweight at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we also have the Cruiserweight Championship yet again, this time with Brooksy, or Brooksy 4, or Brooksy 4, don't really matter, with 114 days. This is between her 4th and her 5th reign, where her 4th reign she would lose on June 1st, the Payback pay-per-view, and then would re-win it September 21st throughout the whole summer, 114 days, close to 4 months, and would re-win the Cruiserweight Championship. Coming in at number 8 is Flame 321 with the World Heavyweight Championship, between his 1st and 2nd reign, his 1st and 2nd being the only reigns he had. He would win the championship at Bragging Rights 2013, lose the title due to vacancy of the title at TLC 2013, would be gone from a hiatus of TLC to a little past post-WrestleMania, and would make an extremely dominant return, also back when when N1Cs just used to be full servers and whatnot of people that didn't have them. So he would then win the World Heavyweight Championship 142 days after last holding the championship. So that's Flame 321 with the World Heavyweight Championship. Coming in at number 7 is Brooke C4 with the United States Championship, 155 days. This would be between her 1 and 2, her 1st and 2nd only reigns. She would first win the championship on June 12th and lose it July 20th, holding it for 38 days. Then would take a 155-day break from the title to win it on December 21st, meaning that it would be 5 months and 1 day past holding it. So that is Brooke C4 with the United States Championship at number 7. Coming in at number 6, now we tried to prevent ties if it wasn't absolutely necessary, but in this case it is necessary. It is Brooke Hites with the World Tag Team Championship because they tied and they are part of the same team, and it is all in the same reign. So it's also just to prevent that we don't take like 5 and 6 or 4 and 5 and that people actually get on. But I feel like you guys understand. You guys understand me real deep. Anyway, so they would go 183 days in between World Tag Team title reigns together, which would be the only times that they would win it in this case scenario. So June 29th to August 10th, they would hold a 42-day reign, both being their 3rd reign together. Then it would be Madison Even, Max or Entire, Eddie and Generations, Airboom, Kendall and Creative, and then finally, after that long hiatus of 183 days, they would finally re-win it at the Road to WrestleMania pay-per-view to end that 183 days. That is Brooke Hites with the World Tag Team Championship at number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Eddie Armour with his World Heavyweight Championship at 203 days in between. Now he would lose his last World Heavyweight title, or so it would seem at the time, on June 29th. He would set his sights on different titles such as Intercontinental, United States, Tag Team, World Tag Team, R.C.W., even at a small point, WWE. Everything, and would not capture back his World Heavyweight for quite some time, until re-winning it this past Royal Rumble January 25th, and would beat Creative for life for the championship, ending the 203-day hiatus between title reigns. That is Eddie Armour at number 5. Coming in at number 4 is Brooksy yet again. This will be the last time she's on the list, but quite a few times she's been on. And she is only 1 day above Eddie's right now with her Intercontinental Championship hiatus, where she would vacate the title January 8th, 2014, and that would be the last time that she would hold Intercontinental up until July 31st, where 204 days would pass in between, and she would finally capture the Intercontinental Championship back. That is Brooksy with the Intercontinental Championship coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is Even Bourne with the Cruiserweight Championship between his first and second reign. Now, he won it at the beginning of his career, actually after shocking absolutely everybody, and no offense, nobody thought it would last long because this was back when it was weekly defended. He held it for 19 days, would lose it on November 8th on the 3-month anniversary of R.C.W., back when we used to celebrate milestones like that. Anyway, then a whole whack of champions would go through. You'd have Brooksy, you'd have Olgie, and then it would go back to weekly. Well, then it would go to weekly defenses. So many weekly reigns would go on, and then he would finally re-win it June 10th, just 2 days past the 8-month mark line. I think. I'm not sure. Sorry, my apologies. But that is between reigns 214 days for the Cruiserweight Championship for Even Bourne. Coming in at number 2 is Creative for Life with his Intercontinental Championship hiatus. He would win his first reign, which was unknown by many people up until now, March 14th to March 21st. After winning the vacant title from Hungry Sniperfish, he would hold it for about a week and lose it March 21st, and would get it back exactly 9 months later, 243 days later, on December 21st, and would win the Intercontinental Championship off of Generations at TLC. And coming in at number 1, probably pretty hard to guess after a lot of the people you thought would actually top this list, it is, in fact, Dean Ambrose Maniac with 289 days being the hiatus between United States title reigns. He would lose the championship for the last time between his second and third reign. He lost his second reign on March 11th, and then would eventually win it back December 27th, losing the title early on in the year and gaining it back late on in the year. So that would be 289 days between his United States title reigns, and he tops this list by over 40 days in this situation. Thank you, R.C.W. Units, for checking out this episode of R.C.W. Top 10. That was really botched, but I don't care. My apologies that this was uploaded a little later than it should have been. I recorded it last night, and I'm waiting for the kids' botched it hashtags. Turns out Loyalo's default is not to actually record your own voice, so I was sitting there, just like I am now, completely silent. And I only just figured that out after I put all the clips in, and it was really, really dark moment. So, sorry if not all the math is correct. Some of the reigns must be a little botched or something, or facts are a little construed, but nevertheless, that does not change. The close ones I made sure to double check. So the close one, the ones that are really close were there. The ones that are far off, I did make sure that they were actually ahead of them instead of actually botching it. The order is correct, is my point. The days might not be precisely correct. This list will definitely change as people start winning championships, and hey, it might be some incentive to go after an old title that you haven't had in a long time, say like Road WWE, or I don't know, something Intercontinental, I don't know, just listing random titles. Anyway, make sure to check out daily content on the R.C.W. network. 5 shows a week and 2 shows every single weekend. We got 7 shows a week and 8 shows this week. Don't know why I'm botching this so hard. And top 10s every single weekend. 2 every pay-per-view weekend. Sometimes I'll upload satirical films if I'm actually in the mood for them. Maybe cahoots. All kinds of things on the R.C.W. network. And that's all kinds of reasons to subscribe. I'm KidsRock4, and I am approving this message.